Good morning, students. Let's start with another chapter. And the name of the chapter is Leaders of the World. A leader is the one in the charge, the person who convinces other people to follow. A great leader is one who inspires or put confidence in other people and moves them to action. A president or prime minister is the leader of a country whose decisions make a difference to the whole population. A world leader is one who is the leader of a country. So let's start and read various leaders of the world. Now, first leader is George Washington. George Washington was the first president of America and was also known as the father of the country. George Washington was an American political leader, military general, statesman, and founding father who served as the first president of the United States from 1789 to 1797, and previously he led patriot forces to victory in the nation's war for independence. Yes, student. Next is William Wilberforce. William Wilberforce was a British politician and leader of the movement to abolish the slave trade, and he began his political career in becoming an independent member of parliament. Yes, next is Adolf Hitler was a German politician and the leader of the Nazi party. He rose to power as the Chancellor of Germany in 1933 and he took part in World War I at the age of 16. Next leader, Nelson Mandela, had been jailed for 28 years fighting against racial discrimination in South Africa. And Nelson Mandela was the first president of South Africa and he was a South African politician and activist. Nelson Mandela was the first black president of South Africa and he won the Nobel Prize in 1993. Yes, student. Next is Joseph Stalin. Joseph Stalin was the head of Communist Party in Russia. Joseph Stalin was a Georgian revolutionary and Soviet politician who ruled the Soviet Union. Yes, next is Martin Luther. Martin Luther was a German professor of theology, priest, author, composer, and a seminal figure in the Reformation. And theologian means is someone who studies the nature of God, religion, and religious belief. Yes, next is in 907, Robert Baden-Powell started by a Boy Scout movement. Robert Baden-Powell, who was the first who founded the Scout movement, and on January 24, 1908, the Boy Scout movement begins in England with the publication of the first installment of Robert Baden-Powell Scouting for India. Yes, next is Henry Dunant. Henry Dunant was a Genevan who founded the Red Cross Society. Henry Dunant was a Swiss humanitarian, businessman, and social activist. He was the visionary, promoter, and co founder of the Red Cross. His next is Florence Nightingale became famous during the Crimean War because of our modern nursing system. The foundation of nursing practiced across the world were pioneered by the greatest figure in nursing history, Florence Nightingale. She helped to define nursing practice by suggesting that nurses did not need to know all about the diseases process like the medical field. Yes, students. Next is Thomas Robert Malthus was a political economist who wrote the theory of population. Thomas Robert was a famous 18th century British economist known for the population growth philosophies outlined in his book An Essay on the Principle of Population. Yes, student. Next is Margaret Thatcher was the first woman Prime Minister of Britain. Margaret Hilda Thatcher was the British statesman who served as the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Yes, students. Next is Albert Einstein was a great mathematician, physicist, And Albert Einstein was a German-born physicist who developed the special and general theories and won the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1921 for his explanation of photoelectric effect. Yes, student. Last is Muhammad Ali Jinnah became the Governor General of Pakistan in the year 1947. Muhammad Ali Jinnah was politician and the founder of Pakistan. And Jinnah served as the leader of All India Muslim League from 1913 until Pakistan's independence for 14 August 1947, and then as Pakistan's first Governor General until his death. So student, I hope you must enjoyed the video and you have learned various historical leaders. So please read and revise the chapter again. Thank you and have a nice day.